So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a gas line over to a stove in the kitchen. It was an existing electric, and so we got to get gas over there, then have an electrician come out and get the 110 back there for him. So what we did, we just came off the meter. What we typically do is come in, we just drop the meter. They got unions here, drop it, and then go ahead and they normally will have whatever pipe size coming out of the home. They'll have a bell reducer and then 3/4, and that's pretty standard. So this was 1 inch. We just put in this 1 by 3/4 by 3/4 T, a little shoulder nipple, put it back together, tie that in, and then put a ball valve on. The reason we do that, we like to isolate the home so that they can continue to enjoy heat and hot water and things like that while this is under air test. So that valve is closed. The piping that we have, the iron pipe down below, galvanized steel pipe on the surface mount, and then the corrugated stainless steel in the attic is under pressure. So we're leaving it at, it's right on 13. So that's where it should stay, 13. I don't know how hot it is out here today. Probably in the 40s, 50s, something like that. So the weather should be pretty constant throughout the weekend. So by Tuesday, when we get inspection, this thing should still be on 13 pounds. So anyway, so a little T here, gauge. What we'll do is, after inspection, we'll pull the gauge, put a plug in here. We did silicone the holes shut. That way you don't get any water in here. We re-siliconed this. It's not our piping, but we did silicone it. And then, of course, we gave it a nice gray coat. The iron piping, and then repainted some of the meter piping as well. Inside, it's all surface mount pipe, and we talked to the homeowner about that, and they agreed. We've got here, we ran out of Unistrut. We were using Unistrut exclusively, so you got pieces up there, and I'll show you over there in a minute. Unistrut, we like to use that because it struts real good. Well, we ran out. So anyways, a couple of pieces of 1x4 pine, and just screwed to the wall and strapped, so that's good. So this is rigid. This pipe, solid, and that's what it's supposed to be. Coming out of the ceiling, it's all rigid pipe. Up there, we've got a connection, and it goes to corrugated stainless steel tubing. It's the gas-tight flash shield, so it's the best in the industry. It's very expensive, and it's about a 21-foot run over to there. So that's all up in the attic, strapped. It's accessible through the crawl space in the attic, which if you go into the home, you can go up into the crawl space, walk all the way over to the garage, and you can see all the tubing. So pipes in, corrugated stainless steel tubing is in, and then over here, we had to jog over because they've got this cabinet hung here. We didn't want to take it down or drill through it, so we just came over to the left of it and dropped down. Unfortunately, the new stove they're getting, it shows that they want everything in the cabinet, which is the alcove on the opposite side of this wall, on the left-hand side. So this is about center right here. That's edge of counter right here, the little arrow mark. And so we're about, 8 inches off the floor and well within this cavity from mark to mark, that's center. So it says here about no higher than 8 inches, so we're good there. We got it where it goes. And then, so Unistrut clamps, and then cocked close, white caulking there, just painter's caulking, and then more Unistrut, and then up there, Unistrut. So everything's caulked in, back the way it's supposed to be, and then of course, we did a little demo on the sheetrock, so that went back in as well, and you can see, clearly, I am not a drywall guy, and I don't do tape texture paint, nothing, so that reflects it. I'm a plumber. So anyways, did the best I could. It's sealed back in, because that is a fire-rated ceiling, so it needed to be reinstalled. So this is nice and rigid on the inside. You can see, take in here a little picture in here real quick, and you can see back in here. So this is what they show on the diagram. It shows from here to here, 24-inch cabinet. Center is 12, and they specify they want to see power and gas, electric, gas, anything over here. This is supposed to be clear space. I'm not sure why, but they said don't put anything over there. So looks like we're about 6-7 inches off the ground. It says you can go as high as 8, so we're within that parameter and over to the left. So everything looks good in the kitchen. Outside of that, this installation is done.